The year 2024 brought with it shadows that stretched far beyond the ordinary, unearthing fears that cling to the edges of our reality. These 10 true stories, drawn from the chilling experiences of those who lived them, pull us into moments where the veil between the known and the unknown thins to a whisper. From the quiet hum of suburban nights to the digital pulse of our connected world, these tales reveal terrors both human and otherworldly. Brace yourself for a descent into fear, where each story leaves a scar, a warning, and a question that haunts long after the telling. In early 2024, I moved into a sleek new apartment in a gentrified part of Chicago, drawn by its smart home features and city views. The place was wired with voice-activated lights and a security system that texted me alerts. One night in March, my phone buzzed at 2 a.m. with a notification, "Front door unlocked." I was alone, half asleep, and hadn't touched the door. I checked the app, locked. Assuming a glitch, I reset the system and went back to bed. The next night, it happened again, but this time, the app showed a live feed of my empty living room, the smart speaker glowing blue as if listening. I called out, "Hello?" The speaker responded, "I'm here," in a voice that wasn't mine. I unplugged it, heart pounding, and checked every lock. The following morning, I found a voicemail from an unknown number, time-stamped during the incident, just static, then a faint whisper, "I'm still here." The building's security logs showed no entries, but the voicemails kept coming, each with the same whisper, until I moved out in June. The new tenant reported the same issue, and the complex still can't explain it. Hiking had been my escape in 2024, especially in the dense forests of Oregon where I'd set up trail cameras to capture wildlife. In July, I checked one near a remote creek and found footage from 3 a.m. the previous night. A deer stood frozen, staring off-screen, then bolted. Seconds later, a figure appeared, tall, humanoid, but blurred, like it was moving too fast for the camera's frame rate. Its eyes glinted unnaturally, reflecting the infrared. I thought it was a prankster, but the figure vanished mid-frame, leaving no tracks in the mud. I checked the next day. I posted the clip online, and locals commented about the watcher, a legend of something stalking those woods. 2 weeks later, another camera caught the same figure, closer, its head tilted as if studying the lens. I stopped hiking alone, and the Forest Service found nothing but warned me to stay away. I drove for a rideshare app in Atlanta to make ends meet in 2024. One rainy October night, I picked up a passenger named Alex from a downtown bar. He was quiet, wearing a hoodie, and asked to be dropped at an address in a rough neighborhood. The GPS glitched, rerouting me to a dead-end alley. Alex didn't move, just stared ahead, then said, "You shouldn't be here." Before I could respond, 2 men appeared from the shadows, tapping my windows with crowbars. I floored it, scraping past their car blocking the exit, and called 911. The police traced the account. It was fake, linked to a stolen credit card. The address was a vacant lot, and Alex vanished from the app. I quit driving after that, haunted by the thought I'd been lured into a setup. Streaming on Twitch was my side hustle in 2024, mostly gaming from my Seattle basement apartment. In April, during a late-night stream, viewers started commenting about a shadow moving behind me. I laughed it off, my room was locked, and I lived alone. But the chat exploded, insisting someone was there. I turned, saw nothing, but my webcam flickered, showing a dark shape in the corner for a split second. I ended the stream, checked the house, empty. The next night, my mic picked up a low hum, like a voice, though I was silent. Viewers sent clips showing a figure standing behind me, gone when I turned. I moved my setup upstairs, but the hum followed, and my follower count spiked with viewers begging for the ghost stream. I stopped streaming, unable to shake the feeling something was watching through the camera. My office in a Dallas high-rise was new in 2024, all glass and smart tech. In February, I worked late and took the elevator alone at midnight. As it descended, I heard a faint whisper behind me, saying my name. I spun around, empty. The doors opened to an empty lobby, but the whisper came again, louder, from the elevator's speaker. I checked the security footage the next day. It showed me alone, but the audio caught my name, clear as day. The maintenance team found no issues with the system. It happened 3 more times, always late, always my name. I started taking the stairs, but colleagues reported hearing their names too. The building management blamed faulty wiring, but I'm not convinced. In a quiet Denver suburb in 2024, I noticed my Wi-Fi dropping every night around 1 a.m. My router's logs showed an unknown device connecting, labeled Watcher_04. I changed the password, but it kept happening. One night, I saw my neighbor's house lit up with strange blue lights, pulsing in sync with my router's activity. I knocked, but no one answered, though I heard footsteps inside. The next day, I found a note in my mailbox, "Stop looking." I called the police, who found my neighbor's house empty, the blue lights gone. They traced the device to an unlisted IP, and my Wi-Fi hasn't dropped since, but I still check my locks nightly. Living in a rural Texas town in 2024, I relied on drone deliveries for groceries. In August, a drone arrived at 3 a.m., unordered, dropping a package with no label. Inside was a USB drive with a single video file, grainy footage of my house, filmed from above at night, zooming in on my sleeping face through the window. I reported it to the delivery company. They had no record of the drone. Police found the drone crashed nearby, unregistered, its memory wiped. I installed blackout curtains and stopped ordering deliveries, but I still hear a faint hum some nights, like a drone hovering just out of sight. Riding the New York subway in June 2024, I noticed a man in a gray coat watching me from the other end of the car. He followed me when I switched trains, always keeping his distance. I exited at a random stop, and he did too, standing just out of sight. I recorded him on my phone, but the footage showed only static where he stood. I reported it to transit police, who reviewed platform cameras and found no trace of him. The next week, I saw him again, closer, whispering my name. I moved to a new borough, but I avoid the subway now, fearing he's still out there. My smart lock in my Miami condo started acting up in September 2024, unlocking randomly at night. The app showed no activity, but I'd find my door ajar. One night, I set up a camera and caught footage of the lock turning on its own, followed by a shadow passing through the frame. No one was there when I checked. The lock company replaced it, but the new one did the same. A neighbor mentioned hearing footsteps in my condo when I was at work. I moved out, and the new tenant reported the same issue, with no explanation from the building. In December 2024, I found an app on my phone I didn't install, called Echo_24. It opened to a live feed of my apartment, showing me sleeping from an angle I couldn't place. I deleted it, but it reappeared the next day, now showing my morning routine from hours earlier. I factory reset my phone, but the app returned, this time with audio of me humming a song I'd never sung aloud. Cybersecurity experts found no trace of it on my device, but my cloud backups contained the same footage. I switched phones, but I still check for that app, terrified it's still watching. These stories, rooted in the unsettling reality of 2024, remind us that fear can infiltrate even our most connected, modern lives. They urge us to question the technology we trust, the shadows we ignore, and the safety we take for granted.